I have Skip LaRussa.
Martin Kayla here, guys.
Ashley Bess.
Coffee Cheerios, anybody?
Yes, and today is April 2nd, everybody. Day after April Fool's Day. I hope you guys didn't get fooled too much. But,
wait. Speaking of that, I don't know if any of you guys live in. I don't know if you guys live in Colonial Tower. Any of you?
No.
Colonial Quad.
No.
We had a fire drill at 5:45 a.m.
Fool's?
and I feel like it was April Fool's joke. And a lot of people were saying that it was.
well, no one else had a fire drill, so maybe.
5:45 in the morning. Can you only imagine what that's like? And
Yeah.
I live on the 18th floor.
That's sweet.
I had to walk down 18th floor.
That
stairs.
sucks.
So, you know, we turned on my alarm clock for 5:30 in the morning when I didn't know, so I woke up this morning and it was on at 5:30 because we played jokes on downstairs.
But it's April 2nd. What's the
I know,
point?
it's insane.
I tried to get mine to
I
be
guess
made,
not.
but my roommate foiled my plans.
I heard my friends actually they put like toilet paper on this girl while she was sleeping. Then
How do you not wake up to that?
Then they put well, she woke up eventually.
She wanted it.
She woke up eventually. They put post-it notes on all the mirrors and
Yeah,
then put a
everyone did
bookshelf
that.
into the shower.
No, what we did,
Like they moved the bookshelf
we
into the
put,
shower.
we put honey on the door to get into the bathroom.
What?
And we taped the light switch down and took the shower curtains off. So when our suite mates, we live in an RA, so when our RA woke up in the morning, she got the honey on her hands and showered without a shower curtain. And then they got us back by taping up a letter from the quad office saying that we got in trouble for vandalism. We were like crying this. They were so upset. We had to go make an appointment, and finally they let us know that it was there. But anyway.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, isn't that bad?
If
We
you're,
gotta
if
do
you're,
it really good.
if you're on res life, you can do a lot of stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
But today's going to be a high of 66 degrees. It's a little cloudy, but I see the sun popping up now, so
Yeah, it's out there.
it's going to be a nice day.
Only
It's
40.
gonna be mostly sunny later.
Yeah.
We're supposed to enjoy it though. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I heard. So
No.
I know.
Typical Albany.
Well, we have
Typical
some
Albany.
astrology news. So if your birthday's today, everybody,
Have a good day if it's your birthday.
yes, have a
That seems to be our nice little catchphrase. Have a day.
So you're gonna have a
well,
good day.
if you're born today, a new romance will start. You will feel fate in a person you meet today. You will have a great first impression on each other, and will get along well right away. So, you know. Okay. So, maybe you'll meet your special loved one today. Everybody.
Oh, did I tell you guys the best way to meet? This is a myth, but the best places to meet your true love are at a bookstore or a grocery store.
I love books and food.
I guess because if
That's
you have like
great.
common interests, you'll go to the same food section, same book section.
Did you guys ever hear that, or is that just me?
I don't know. I'll try it out. I'll try it out though. See what happens.
I like the bookstore, so I always buy something like that.
Yeah. I don't buy my own food yet though, so kind of screwed there.
Wow, I definitely do.
Or like a music
Have you
store.
found someone?
No.
Or
It's okay,
or
Skip.
on the
It'll
highway.
happen someday.
Until then.
Until then, buddy.
Okay, until then, woman follows a GPS and then gets stuck in a snowmobile trail.
What?
Oh my goodness.
A motorist relying on a GPS navigation unit found out the hard way that technology is not always the answer. Sheriff's officials said a woman was driving when the best routing from the GPS sent her onto a road that forked into a snowmobile trail. Several miles down the frozen pass, she stopped and couldn't turn around in about 1.5 feet of snow surrounding the car. She called 911 at 10:44 a.m. Deputy Keith, excuse me for the pronunciation here, Sabada.
Svoboda. It's Keith Svoboda.
Said it took a while.
We like to butcher names here, but it's alright.
Said it took a while to find her and much longer to get heavy equipment to free the vehicle. Deputies dropped her at a motel for the night. Sabada.
It's okay, they're not gonna
See
sue
what?
us.
Svoboda.
Svoboda.
Yeah,
Said
yeah.
the lesson is people shouldn't believe everything things tell you.
No, GPSs are
Those things tell
seriously.
you.
No. I've had so many problems where it directed me the wrong way, and I wound up in like Connecticut when I was supposed to go to New Jersey or something crazy. I remember I was going on a trip.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
I know because the GPS.
One
was
says
so
north, one says south. That's how
I
you
don't
can easily
know.
tell.
No. It was the GPS's fault. I'm not.
Okay, alright.
But anyways, that's a pretty funny story.
Cheers.
I'm good, thanks man.
Alright.
Leave you to bed.
Okay. Man gets life in Craigslist killing.
Oh my god, I definitely heard about that.
Someone's a little excitable today.
I
What's
mean,
going
we
on?
always talk about how Craigslist can be good in certain ways. We talked about the organ donor a couple of weeks ago, but now there is actually a man convicted of murdering a woman he had lured into his home with an online babysitting ad, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole on Wednesday. Yesterday. Now, Now, the sentence was mandatory for 20-year-old Michael John Anderson, who was convicted Tuesday of first-degree murder and other charges in October 2007, shooting death of Catherine Ann Olson, who was 24. Prosecutors said during the week-long trial that Anderson of Savage ran a phony ad on the Craigslist classified ad website in order to lure a woman into his home so he might experience what it felt like to kill. The defense argued that the shooting was accidental. Anderson's lead attorney, Alan Margolis, said he plans an appeal because he wasn't allowed to present evidence that Anderson has Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. So, I mean, that's...
Asperger's is like, I feel like, socially, like an awkward disease.
Yeah.
Not anything on the lines of this. I don't really think that has anything to
like, it's a form of autism, so, I mean, who knows what goes on in the minds of, mentally ill, but, I mean, it could...
Did you see the picture of him?
No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, he looked really young, right?
He looked young and, like, creepy.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old.
I mean, of course, if this wasn't due to autism, they're probably going to try to twist the story around and make it so it is obviously because he wants to not go to prison. So, I mean, it's just...
So you did say that to you, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's... Who knows,
I don't know if you guys watched Dr. Phil, but I heard that Craigslist actually is now becoming an ad for prostitution.
Oh, cool.
Because people are actually on there $600 for a good time, like dead serious.
It's true.
I mean, if you think about anyone can post anything up there. I mean, actually, there was a really big story in my neighborhood where there's a path that everyone used to jog on, and there was a creepy guy that, like it's all houses, and then there's the path, and he used to post things on Craigslist and be like, oh, I see you guys jogging every day, and he posts all these dirty things, like he was watching them. He's like, oh, I'm watching you one day. Like, you'll come to me and all this weird stuff. And I mean, I used to jog on that path, and it's just like scary to think that there's somebody, like, I mean, so many people, mothers and daughters, always walk there and he commented on that, and it was just really strange. So, I mean, anything I can post on anywhere, it's just weird.
Really?
That's kind of messed
Well,
up.
prostitution, I mean, there was one ad, I'm not even going to say it, but the bottom line is that prostitution is illegal, but on Craigslist it isn't. Like,
No, it's probably illegal, but it just, they haven't been unable to catch it maybe.
well, I mean, the title blatantly says, like, blah, 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 certain amount of money for a good time.
There might be some sort of a loophole to where that's not illegal.
Actually,
Or they try to make it seem like it's something else.
Yeah.
what, you guys remember the comedian George Carlin?
I mean, yeah, what was he in?
He died over the summer, I think. And
Wasn't he in some show?
he was this crazy raunchy comic. And what you're saying about prostitution on Craigslist reminds me of something he said. He was talking about how prostitution is illegal. He goes, having sex is legal, selling is legal. Why can't you sell having sex? That should be legal. So
Las Vegas. Maybe this is for Las Vegas.
It's not Amsterdam.
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting.
Sure is. Let's see what do we got today.
Oh, for American Idol news. Not even
I missed it.
I don't
I don't
watch
watch
it.
Oh.
Okay, we're all up to like a
We're a
month.
table divided.
Not even the spirit of Bob Marley could save Megan Joy on Wednesday's American Idol. The tattooed single mom from Utah made her exit after singing reggae stars Turn Your Lights Down Low.
I love that song.
Judge Simon Cowell was both frank and gracious when Megan's name was announced. When you say that you don't care, nor do we, you're not going to even pretend that we're going to contemplate saving you. So, bye Megan.
Bye, Megan.
I don't know you, but
Also, The Real World last time was the last finale. I don't know if anybody
Don't.
watched
Oh
it.
my God.
It was. I won't
Can you not?
ruin it, but it was just so cute. I love Chet and Ryan. So,
I mean,
I won't
sorry
give it away.
guys,
It's
but
really
I just didn't see it.
nothing really big happened. It was just. I don't know. I won't give it away though.
Just tell me if.
Conspiracy.
Just tell me if. What's like?
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. No. Oh, don't do it.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Caitlin,
Well, they're off.
did Caitlin get? Did Caitlin leave?
Well, they're off in
No,
La La
they're
Land
all
in the
there.
real
They're
world.
really all
That's
left.
Here's some good news.
Wow.
Sorry, well, they're off in the real world.
Okay, go ahead.
We're off in the real world.
Anyway, as you may know, there's a species of Chinese river dolphin that has gone extinct recently,
Oh, I
but
heard about that.
But there's good news. There's a new type of dolphin that's just been not discovered, but they just found a whole new group of rare Asian dolphins called the Irrawaddy dolphin. Over
Really
6,000.
ugly.
Are they?
I saw a picture of it. Yeah, I was looking at the like,
Well,
like
I don't-
a huge eye in the middle of like this huge bulbous head. It's so weird.
That's cool how they're ugly and all, but at least they're like, I don't know, at least they're alive. That's good. At least they're alive and well. There's 6,000 of them living off the coast of Bangladesh. And you know what, maybe some creatures may be ugly, but they deserve life too.
No, I've never said I love them, but they're just a little
No,
bit,
I know,
like, they're a
I'm
little
just
bit
messing.
off the line of normal dolphins.
I'm messing with you.
No, I know.
They're no flipper, but
No Willie.
that was a whale, but we're gonna none of us
It was.
are
Emu, I mean,
Oh wow.
none of us are zoologists, so we're gonna let's
I
not
used to
slide.
want to be one of those little.
We're-
That was like my dream. Actually,
Julie's reminiscing right now.
Wow, I just learned like a little. We all just bonded with Julie a little bit. That was cool.
I just got to know a little more about her.
Don't you worry, viewers at home or.
Man fires at McDonald's window over breakfast
Yeah.
menu.
Okay.
So, this just in. Yesterday.
What's your story, Skip? Go on.
Police said a customer fired 1 or 2 shots into a Salt Lake City McDonald's after the driver of the car he was in was told the restaurant was not serving lunch yet. Police said the female driver of a white Dodge Intrepid pulled up to the drive-thru and ordered from the lunch menu early Sunday but was told only breakfast was available. Police said 2 men then got out of the car and one pulled a sawed-off shotgun from the trunk, shooting into the drive-thru window once or twice. The Salt Lake Tribune reported Monday. No one was injured.
What
The
is
car
this?
then left the scene. This is what McDonald's
This
is
is
doing to our
crazy,
country.
like all these crazy people.
I think that was the sort of
Crazy
McDonald's.
What?
Salt Lake McDonald's.
So it's
Probably because the food
It's
was
a
just
conspiracy.
salty.
It's a conspiracy against McDonald's. They're all trying to. They're going everywhere and like.
so they fired at McDonald's because they weren't serving lunch yet. Can you imagine that? Oh no, we're not serving it. What was that again? I'm sorry. You were just I'm sorry. What's going on? Oh, burgers right here.
Yeah, actually, every time I go to a place, like a restaurant, they always, if they say they're not serving, they actually make me food something that I want.
Well, la-di-da.
One upper over here.
No, I'm just saying, like, regular restaurants usually do that, but I guess they don't feel like they have more, they feel like they have more integrity, maybe. I don't know.
McDonald's?
Yeah,
No, than McDonald's. Restaurants have, feel like they have more. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
right.
Alright, this okay. You guys all know Java Chamberlain. Well, he pled guilty to DWI. And New York Yankees pitcher Java Chamberlain pleaded guilty Wednesday to a Nebraska charge of drunken driving and was given probation. After a plea deal, prosecutors dropped the second charge of driving with an open alcohol container. Chamberlain, 23, played for Nebraska in college. He was pulled over October 18th by police on the outskirts of Lincoln. Authorities said his blood alcohol level was .134. The legal limit in Nebraska is .08. You probably worked long and hard to get to where you are today, Judge Lori Yardley said, before sentencing Chamberlain to 9 months probation. It takes about 10 seconds to wipe it all out. Chamberlain nodded and said, "Yes, ma'am," and Yardley told him, "Don't come back." He'll also pay a $400 fine, lose his license for 60 days, and complete an alcohol education class. I mean, they said he was actually getting off easy because, I mean, anybody else would worry about that.
What is it with every week we have one celebrity who always screws up?
Because they're normal people.
I know,
They just
but
do the same things.
we all screw up every day, and yet they're in the news and
Because we're famous,
Well, do you want to be in the news
hello.
for DWI? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't want to.
well, I'm famous.
How do you think paparazzi get their monies?
Kind
What
of.
was,
Thank
They
you.
live to
What was that
bring
Olympic
people
star?
down.
the guy? I forget his name.
What?
That guy who was smoking marijuana.
Oh,
David
Michael Phelps?
Yeah,
That guy who won
There's
8.
like bumper stickers
You
about
know
him
that guy
now.
who won 8 gold
That's
medals?
fun.
Yeah, that guy?
David Phelps? I said David Phelps.
David Phelps, his twin brother. Yeah, smoking marijuana.
Actually, I think he really does have a twin brother.
I got a twin
Ah,
brother.
Julie.
Makes me special.
Through and everything.
All right, so, police. A man skips out on paying for prosthetic leg.
Oh, man.
Prosthetic
Why?
leg.
Police man skips out for not paying for a prosthetic leg. Go on, Skip.
Okay, a man who police say skipped out of paying for a prosthetic leg has been arrested. Police said the man was arrested March 9th at the
March 9th.
Is that Omaha?
Omaha.
Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Apartment in charge of conspiracy to sell
Are you need to mix words,
Methamphetamine?
stories with less words that are
Methamphetamine.
Potawatomi.
Oh my god. This article is rife with words you just want to mispronounce.
Sheriff Jeff Danker said the man was brought to his jail on suspicion of being in the country illegally. That's when authorities discovered he was wanted on a warrant for the theft of a leg.
What?
Police said the man was measured and fitted for the leg at the Des Moines business in 2005. They said he picked it up to test for a few hours but never returned to pay for it. Police say the leg was confiscated and will be returned to the store.
How much is a leg anyways?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably 1,000.
Yeah, a couple thousand. Jeez.
And there's so many.
Legs just floating out there.
Yeah, dude.
So many legs just out to
It's
grass.
raining legs, I'll tell you.
Thefts right now because of the economy, I feel so. Maybe.
Well, this is back in 05 he stole it,
Oh,
so.
just kidding.
Well, that kind of
Just kidding.
still wasn't good back then either, but you know.
Yeah, no.
So we have a guest appearance today. Beverly and Carolyn. Guys, we'll come over here for a minute. They have a new show.
The new show, Minority
premiere,
Report.
Minority
Wow.
Report.
Not the movie, I made that mistake.
And they're going to say a few words to you guys. So,
Hello, guys.
Hello, hello.
hi.
I'm Carolyn Crawford,
And I'm Beverly Oben.
and we created this show called Minority Report. It's basically a spin of entertainment and comedy, and just different experiences and skits that happen around campus, college life, or typically when you do it every day, different experiences.
Cool.
That
And you
sounds
guys are in the
awesome.
show, right?
Yes,
Okay,
we
you
produced
created it,
and
yeah.
Are you the only two?
No, there's a whole bunch of people who
Oh.
acted it, but we
Oh,
created
act?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really awesome.
Oh,
When
great.
does it air?
Hopefully this weekend.
Can I guest appear?
Yeah.
Or it can be in one of our
Is it like live sketches or sketches you write or
Sketches we write.
any improv? Any
Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes it's improv.
cool. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of
college
True Romance, sketchy characters.
Do you guys have a live audience or it's just skits?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do?
Some of them we have live audience.
That is awesome. What made you guys want to do this? Like, what made you think of it?
Just wanted something new to be
Different.
Yeah.
different.
Watch,
So,
yeah.
And it's fun to produce your own show. That's cool.
You don't want to do like morning news or anything, right?
You want to be
Just-
right.
Yeah. What were some shows that inspired you to start making this?
SNL, college
Saturday Night
humor.
Oh, I love that.
Mad TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have Miss Swan. You have to have a Miss Swan.
You look like one, right?
She looked like a Matt. Oh, I love her.
Oh.
That's good.
Well, that's really cool. Thank you for letting us know. Come or watch their show. It's supposedly airing this weekend. And,
Do you guys have a time or anything, or is
Probably
it?
a late night show.
And it's like a 1 day a week.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a voice of God behind the camera could tell us when.
12:30
Oh wait, no.
12:30 at some
Did you,
time.
did you guys hear that?
12:30?
12:30
What will I get on my test?
at some day.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank
Anything else you want to
God.
say?
Just watch the show and
Stay tuned, Minority Report.
Awesome.
All right, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you guys for coming on. Shake my hand. Thank you very much.
Don't shake it. Oh,
Too bad.
Go wash your hands.
I am very cool.
well, that was cool.
Cheerios.
Anyways,
Sure.
You guys all know about North Korea, who is fueling their rocket. Have you heard about this? The past couple days, they've threatened to set a missile, and the nation could be in the final stages of launch, which could come this weekend. So North Korea began fueling its long-range rocket, according to a senior U.S. military official. A satellite image shows a rocket sitting on its launch pad in the northeast of the country. Fueling signals say that the country could be in the final stages of what North Korea has said will be the launch of a satellite into space as early as this weekend.
Oh my God.
Other U.S. military officials said the top portion of the rocket was put on very recently, but satellite imagery shows a shroud over the stage, preventing a direct view of what it looks like. Officials said the payload appears to have a bulbous cover, which could indicate that there's a satellite loaded on it. Such a cover protects the satellite from damage in flight. Pentagon officials worry less about the payload and more about the launch itself, saying that any kind of launch will give North Koreans valuable information about improving their ballistic missile program. The United States believes that North Koreans have the technology to hit Alaska or Hawaii with a missile, and that the country is working on advancing that technology so it could hit the west coast of the United States. So this is something very serious
We're on
because,
the east, right?
yeah, because
Yes, yeah.
North Korea has never gone this far as to, like, they're actually thinking that this might actually launch. And I mean, not to say that it's going to hit us, but it could hit some other country and cause it to. I think they're worried about nuclear weapons being attached to them as well. So,
I mean, they're only launching a satellite right now, though. I mean, it's not like,
right. Well, they don't who else knows what they can have, you know.
yeah, I mean, it's true that the more they do, the more potential they could have for anything, but I don't know.
Well, they're really worried about it because it's the closest they've ever gone to launching it.
It's scary to think what could possibly happen.
But-
You might think it's just a satellite, but you never really know.
Think about it. Every country does this. Like Cuban Missile Crisis, back when we had, that capability, and then
Story.
Right,
everyone.
but I think they're getting more bold, and I think that that's the scary part because, it's just like any terrorist attack and unexpected. We think, okay, well, they've done stuff
Everything's
before, like, okay, what's the chances that it's gonna happen? So, I mean, who knows? But yeah, hopefully it's just, it doesn't happen. And because this goes against our, we have a resolution with them. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it says a launch like this would violate a 2006 United Nations Security Council resolution banning a reclusive state from launching ballistic missiles. So this would go against the United Nations resolution. Kind of like that.
Well, if they want to do it, it doesn't matter any resolution. So I don't know. I just like how we went from like comedy show to missiles. That's cool.
Well, this is like a huge thing. It's
I
all
know.
over the news.
No, I know. It's
That is huge. It's kind of overwhelming too, thing, because you never really know. You never.
It's our hope that hopefully we don't do anything to make them mad that they would do it. So
Well, I think we just.
show it, America.
We should probably send them some flowers and candy. Or Cheerios.
I will make everything skippy.
We'll take all of North Korea out of the date.
Love skip.
They'll really send some missiles over.
All right, like you mentioned like the UN diplomacy. All right, well, you choose one person from North Korea, skip here, show them a good time. Take them out of town,
Just put me on Craigslist.
Yeah, right. Advertising.
and we go full circle. All right.
Stimulus dollars to be released for schools. The first round of school dollars from the economic stimulus law is going to states this week. Public schools will get an unprecedented amount of money, double the education budget under President George W. Bush for the stimulus law over the next 2 years.
When we're graduating.
President Obama says the stimulus will save teachers' jobs, although there is no estimate of how many jobs will be rescued. Nationwide, about 294,000 teachers, 9%, many face layoffs because of state budget cuts, according to a University of Washington study.
Wow.
There you go.
That's just like bam, take that.
All these budget cuts, all that stuff.
All these layoffs, it's just crazy.
I know. I was just reading something also online about a new upgrade with company where they're laying off, and I know IBM is laying off a lot of people. That's a huge corporation.
Even small jobs. You can't even get a
Oh,
job
yeah,
at a
I
nice
know.
shop.
Well, what's happening is that
Probably work.
The older people
I think
Yeah,
are
we're
getting
gonna
jobs
have
now, and
to
they're
get a
taking the jobs over.
that we would usually get. Like the thing is, like most kids, teenagers, high school, college kids, they go home and they're like, oh, I can just work at the local ice cream shop, deli, whatever. But the thing is, since most adults are getting laid off, they're taking the jobs that we would normally get, putting us in a difficult financial situation, which just perpetuates the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because how can we help out our families?
So it's like, even though they're getting laid off, they're going for unemployment, they're going for welfare, they're going for, what I'm saying? So regardless of it's still an economic crisis.
Yeah.
People have to get
And the whole
aid
spread
from
the
the
wealth.
government if they don't have enough money.
Yeah. I got you.
Do we have any announcements today?
Yes, we do.
I have a sad announcement.
Yeah, it's real sad. I've heard
Why
it.
you start with this?
For all
Get your tissues over there.
For all the ER fanatics out there, ER will end its 15-year run on NBC tonight, 9 o'clock. Please watch
Be
it.
there or be square.
Please watch
Well,
it.
that's pretty big. I mean, that's like 15 years in
No.
a show. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of crazy.
That's pretty admirable.
That's like weird for the people who are on the show. I'm sure, like their job is just
They're just like, where are we gonna get work now?
I know.
But they've been there for all 15 years.
Yeah.
They probably got enough money to go. Nah, I don't need a
Yeah,
job.
I know. But still, that's pretty.
Yeah, but did you know that Guiding Light is also being cut off?
That is like, it must be 20 years.
57 years.
Oh.
The longest.
Damn, Julie, why don't you triple
The
that?
longest running drama on television. Started in 1937 as a radio show.
I think it's like, wait, 37.
It started as a radio
I
show.
feel like there's not that much
57 years
scandal
and
back
it being a TV show.
In 1977, it became a television show.
Wow, that's cool.
Jeez.
Just introduced viewers to many stars like Kevin Bacon,
Kevin Bacon.
Calista Flockhart, James Earl Jones,
James Earl Jones.
Cicely Tyson, Taye Diggs,
I don't know one person you said.
Hayden Panettiere.
Jeez.
There is no one person. I was just...
I don't recognize that.
We got Park Fest coming up.
Park
this
Fest,
weekend.
Park Fest.
Oh, we got Park Fest, Skip? That's cool.
Park Fest is Saturday,
Right.
April 4th, 2009.
Yeah,
Doors,
here.
doors open at 5 p.m. in the SFQ Arena, and the concert starts at 6 p.m. For all of you who don't know, there will be people there such as Nas, Sean Kingston, Day 26, and more. And for those of you,
There's more.
there's more. Yeah, for those of you who don't know who Day 26 is,
That was me.
If you guys ever heard of P. Diddy's Making the Band, Day 26 came out of that.
I wish the girl making like.
You mean Splittity King?
Oh, okay.
You guys like that?
Yeah,
Splittity
I
King?
actually-
I felt it all the way over here.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Danity King, Splittity King, because they split
I
up.
didn't know they split off.
I
was a joke. It was a joke.
still don't know what he's talking about. It's a good joke, though.
Anyway, this annual event sponsored by the Student Associated.
Association.
Wait a minute,
Alright, anyway.
sorry, wait a minute. You didn't know they split up?
No.
What did you think he was talking about?
I don't know.
I just made it
laughed.
great. You knew what I was talking about.
I knew what you was talking about.
I mean,
Julie, I'm
I
also
figured-
lost. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good, thanks.
Do you?
Pound it.
Tickets are sold by Student Association and Copies Plus for $10, but they will be $15 at the door. And mind you, $10 may sound like a lot, but you're getting live performances from really
Right.
famous people.
But are you
And,
like 10 feet away
it's
from
like a
us?
concert, you know, with fun activities and this and that. $10 really is a bargain for what you're going to see.
They might actually show up.
Yeah.
Your way
and,
to beautiful girl.
I know, thank you.
Premiere.
And, but yeah, if you're not in the mood for Park Fest, we got a couple other events on.
Well, wait, 1 second. If you guys have more
You didn't finish.
more
Come
questions
on.
about Park Fest, visit www.albany/Student Association.
Or just come ask him.
Just ask me. Just come ask
He
me.
knows everything.
I know everything. Your turn.
Thank you, Skip. So, if you guys don't want to go to Park Fest, the Angelic Voices of Praise will be having their annual spring show Saturday from 5 to 7 in LC 18 AVP. AVP, I thought it was Alien vs. Predator, my bad. So, but yeah, they're having their concert. It's supposed to be really good, so if you get a chance to stop on by. And we have one other one going on.
Asia, short for Albany State Indian Alliance.
Asia.
I don't know.
They have their show Jai-Ho coming up Saturday 3 to 6 in the Pac-Man Theater. It's this big show they hold every year, and looks to be a good time. So if you guys aren't in the mood for Nas or Day 26, hey.
If you are in the mood for Nas at day 26, you can still come to these because these are earlier. Like, it starts at 3.
They all start at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Angelic Voices of Praise starts at 5, Park
Oh,
Fest
you
starts at
can
5. I
come
mean, Julie,
late.
get with it.
Both. I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways, I have another weird story. Pet Shop has bunny with 2 noses,
I
and this
heard
is
about
no April
this.
Fool's
I
joke.
heard about
The
this.
baby bunny
That's
really
adorable.
does have 2 noses. A Connecticut pet shop worker found a nosy bunny, and a delivery of 6-week-old dwarf rabbits that arrived at the Milford store last week.
Wow.
Both noses have 2 nostrils.
She's 4 nostrils.
The owner of Purr Pet
Yes.
Shop says he's never seen anything like it in 25 years in the business. He says the bunny eats, drinks, and
Hopes around.
hops around like the rest of the litter. Birdsley Zoo director Greg Doncho says the deformity could be a result of too much inbreeding or the parents' exposure to pesticides or poisons. Store workers have begun a naming contest with Cyrano de Bergerac and
Oh,
Dukes
graphic stories.
among the contenders so far. So,
Cyrano de Bergerac?
yeah.
What?
Where is that? Wait, say
Where's
it
God
again.
from?
God? Is that
Yes,
you?
that was right. I don't know.
Who's that man behind the camera? Might be that guy, Joe Benet. He's got his after hours. Joe Benet. You might want to watch that show if he's around.
I will be premiering that show today. That's 6.
He's moving on to bigger and better
Let's not give it away. I'll give it away later. Just watch the show. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that today will be my last day on football.
Stop.
Affiliated
Oh,
performance.
no.
Okay, so
I got scared.
My heart stopped.
I almost started laughing, but I didn't.
Why is that? Sneezing fit. One last funny story that I have is that sneezing fit causes driver to crash into an Oregon home. Add sneezing while driving to the list of potential safety hazards.
Wow.
Authorities said a sneezing fit caused 25-year-old Raymond Stephen Alia to lose control of his vehicle Saturday and hit a home.
He actually didn't mispronounce that. He actually said that right.
Marion County Sheriff Office.
Commander Kevin Schultz.
You need
Said Alia sneezed as he headed toward the intersection around 1 a.m. When he stopped sneezing, he had run a stop sign and tried to hit the brakes, but it was too late. Alia's 2001 Volkswagen Jetta crashed into the corner of a house. Schultz said a shower wall and
You
bath.
crashed into a house?
He crashed into the shower and the bathtub of the house, but no injuries
It's
were
like a
reported.
car wash.
That's horrible.
Yeah, with mad dents and no car
No,
lamps.
but I think about it, when I get in sneezing fits, I get out of control, and I feel like that would happen to me too. So good thing I never sneeze in a car, because that's really dangerous,
And
actually.
you can't talk on your cell phone. You shouldn't be able to sneeze.
So now, are they gonna make it a law? You can't sneeze while you're driving?
I don't know, but we are out of time.
We are out of time, guys. So
Alright, well, today's April 2nd, and have a great day. It's your birthday or not. And,
we up.
That's her famous quote.
All right, I'm Martin Kale, guys.
I'm Skip Larissa.
I'm Julie Magrita.
Ash the best.
Have a great day, guys. Thanks for
guys.
tuning in.
Take care, guys.